What is going on, Sooner Nation? Welcome back, Sooner Surge, live on Sunday night. 41 days away from football. Man, we're almost to the 30s. That means it's getting here very quickly. What's up, Dowpost, Ron, Steeler Man, everybody that's on here? Appreciate it. Dowpost dropping a comment right off the bat. Max Boydston might be the best OU number 41. Jeremy, we're 41 days away. You think of number 41s at Oklahoma. Off the top of my head, just can't think of a bunch that were just that you remember, right?
Right. I can't either. It's not a popular number.
Yeah.
A couple of kickers and punters have won that number. But.
Yeah. What's going on? I mean, today was kind of a quiet day in sports. You had the British Open, which I think everybody knew who was going to win that going in. He's pretty much like Tiger. Scotty is. If he's in the lead on Sunday, it's over.
He's like Tiger on the course, yes.
And I know you saw the stat today. From the time he won his first major to the fourth major, the exact amount of days as Tiger Woods. It's crazy. Crazy stuff, man. He's right now unbelievable. So, but yeah,
shoulders above the others.
Yeah, I know Texas today got the running back commit, number 2 running back in the class of 2026, Derek Cooper. That happened today. I think a lot of people thought that was going to happen, and it did. Came to fruition. Did the Americans defeat the British again? Well, yeah, Scotty won, but not. Why are you shaking your head?
No reason, Jay.
Oh, okay. What's up, Austin? How you doing, man? Yeah, 41 days away. So 41 days till it's here. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about tonight in the chat. It doesn't really matter to me. As far as OU football, just until they get practicing, 11? I want to say 11 days away from opening fall camp. So it's kind of what I think. If I remember right, 11 days away.
Things will really ramp up once practices start getting here, and you start seeing some post-practice media sessions where some of the players will be talking with the media. You'll start hearing getting a feel for the players and just the mindset and kind of what's been mantra has been used this offseason, because it's a little different than last offseason. Last offseason, the entire talk was we're going to the SEC, right? We're ready for this. This is what we've been waiting for. That's not the same mantra now. They've been in the SEC. They weren't ready for it record-wise. And this year, it's almost – you can't call it a revenge tour because I don't think anyone's calling it that. Even though there's a lot of games that they're going to want to take revenge on the opponent, avenge some of these losses that they had this past year, specifically like Missouri won. And there's some talk of that, but for me, it's the entire talk is about the new, I guess you could say, guard at a unit that has come on the scene at Oklahoma. And when I say that, I'm speaking specifically to Buck and Mateer as that new unit. And I would include Ott in that. Those 3 guys. Now, what no one's really talking about, though, is there is a unit that kind of came as a group, a pretty good unit of defenders that came through the portal, Jay. And I think those guys can make immediate impacts and maybe do more than maybe people thought. And I'm talking about Marvin Jones Jr., Kendall Daniels, and the likes of those, because really good players where they were. Let me rephrase. Really good high recruits out of high school. Definitely looked the part. And now you got to wonder how much can they, play on this defense. I think Kendall Daniels will be the starting cheetah, and I think Marvin Jones Jr. is starting on an edge. So I could be wrong on those, but that's my initial gut.
I see the comment here. Do we make the playoffs at 10-2? Absolutely. 10-2. I think 10-2 is about as close of a lock as you can get in the SEC. If you go 10-2, they're in the playoff. Something would have to crazy happen for that not to happen at 10-2.
There's zero chance. Listen,
there's
zero chance at 10-2 SEC team is not making it. There is, Jay. There is, Jay. It's zero.
I never say never. I mean,
they would likely win the conference.
What if LSU went undefeated and Texas went undefeated? OU's 2 losses are Texas and LSU.
OU would go. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying I'm never going to say never. I agree.
Well,
I think they would go.
I'll die on this.
You
hill.
said there's no absolutes, Jeremy. There are no
on
absolutes.
that hill. A 10-2 SEC school is automatically in the playoff. It's an automatic. It's an absolute, Jay.
I agree they would be in, Jeremy. I'm just saying you can't say it's 100% given.
I think the top record is 10-2 in the SEC.
I agree. It could be, but I'm just saying there's a way around it with the schedules that you could have a bunch of teams. I'm just saying.
12 is fine. 12 is fine to me.
I like 12 personally. I'm with you. They're going to expand it. We all know they're going to expand the playoff. Anytime there's more money involved, you're going to do expansion. And there's more money if you expand the playoff. They're going to expand it eventually. I like 12 as well, Jerm. But I did not see this Sooner Thrawn. I don't know who you're talking about, but that's
I did see this. It came across my feed.
Awful news.
Awful.
It's horrible. What's up, Big Orange? Hope you're good.
Yes, OKC will have a chance at 70 wins. They did this year. But I'm not sure. Once you win one, it's harder to care as much maybe in the regular season, I think. That drive's got to still be there.
I saw this from Jerry. You've been to some golf tournaments. I've been to some golf tournaments. Where would going to the Ryder Cup rank for you? Would that be like high on your bucket list of places, things to do?
It would. It's up there, Jay. I would love to be at any major. I mean, I've been at the PGA Championship at Southern Hills. I've been there on a Sunday. I would love to be at Augusta. I would love to go somewhere in Scotland and watch the British Open. But yeah, the Ryder Cup's up there.
The Ryder Cup's a different feel because the fandom is a little different. It's a little more wild, little more outburstic, kind of like live a little bit in that aspect. But I saw
Georgia continues to have players having issues with the law and following the rules.
What's up, Gemma? What's up, Jenna? Good to see you, Jenna.
Sooners can't go 10-3 unless you're counting a loss in a playoff. They would be 10-3. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Mez says until they remove the selection committee ability to ignore strength of schedule, I wouldn't approve playoff expansion. I'm perfectly okay with 12. I don't think it needs to go to 16. I'm not going to hate it necessarily if it does, but
yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, Jenna. 10-2, my bad. Why can't the Sooners go? Nobody said they can't. Nobody's saying they can't go 10-2. I'm not saying that anyway.
Yeah, they could go 10-2.
Yeah.
Someone earlier, Chief Keith asked, you really think Marvin Jones Jr. starts? If not him, is it PJ?
I don't know who it is, Jeremy. It's too early for me.
I think it's going to be Marvin Jones Jr.
It's too early for me. I'm kind of intrigued with Marvin Jones Jr. I'm very intrigued to watch him. If it was last year, you got Marvin Jones Jr., the hype would be a lot bigger on him. It's just because he went to Florida State and didn't pan out at Florida State.
Ron says, what are the odds of OU going 10-2? I would put that at about 10%.
Sooner Thrawn says Jones starts as well. He's saying it. He calling it. Jones starts.
I think so. It's just odd that there hasn't been a lot of talk about it, but really there hasn't been talk about anything right now because
I don't think Sooners will go 10-2. I'm not picking them to go 10-2. I would say more 9-3, 8-4.
I don't know why Ron said wow. I said 10% chance. That's a small number.
Also, 918 thinks it's Marvin Jones Jr. So
yeah,
a lot of people do seem to think that. Kel says, what's up, Kel? How are you doing tonight?
I agree.
Get rid of the playoff committee and go back to BCS. I
agree
for that aspect.
I agree.
I think you have to. They kind of have a combo of both right now, don't they? Let me ask you a trivia question.
No, they don't, Jay.
Let me ask you a trivia question. I'm only asking you because I know the chat would know this real quick, and you probably do too. So I hate to put you on a spot, but I know you well enough to know that you're going to know the answer to this. Who was the guy that was always on ESPN crunching the numbers for the BCS? Do you know his name?
RPI guy?
Do you know his name?
Jerry Palm?
No. BCS. Come on now. I thought you would know this.
I'm thinking Jerry Palm is all who
No, no, initials BE.
I just can't picture who you're talking about.
I thought you would know this. I stumped you, dude.
Well, you didn't describe it very, very well.
Well, it's obvious because he was always talking about it. There it is, Brad Edwards. Yeah, always. Do you remember him?
I mean, I remember the name. Yeah, I didn't.
It was his system. I mean, the Palm didn't have a whole lot to do. That Palm's more basketball.
Jerry Palm's RPI across the board.
Yeah, but he wasn't
across the board RPI. That's Jerry
Edwards
Palm.
was the BCS guy, guru guy.
Okay. I saw the question. Let's see where it was. It was back up here. Ethan Downs is a good run stopper. Think that's the question, who plays the run better. And if you heard R. Mason Thomas, he specifically said at SEC Media Days, I'm focusing on that. I want to be a guy who's thought of as a defensive end, not just an edge rusher, not just a quarterback guy who's getting after the quarterback. He wants to be known as a defensive end. And I think that means if he's saying that, then other people have also given him that and fed him that idea, which means he knows kind of what his weakness was, and it was against the run. And I love hearing that from him, Jay.
Yeah, and I see Kyle's comment. I like this little lightning round here. It says Gentry over under 4 interceptions. I'll say under, but I think that's a good number. I'm going to go with Gentry has 2 interceptions this year. I'll say under. The other thing I was going to say in here, gosh, I kind of forgot. Dang it. Forgot what it was going to be. But I'll come up with it a little bit later. Sorry. Zias has over. Hope so. Yeah, I hope so too. I think Gentry will ball out as well. I know what I was going to get to. I'll get it in just a minute. R. Mason Thomas kept outside linebacker SEC Media. Hey, right now, if you had to put money down, would you put money down? Would you take R. Mason Thomas or the rest of the team to lead the team in sacks? You going to take R. Mason Thomas or everybody else?
Everyone else.
So you don't think R. Mason
How
Thomas?
many did he have last year?
Well, I agree with you, Jerm. I don't think I think there's going to be another guy that pops off and leads the league. 9.5 last year.
That means combined, everyone else would have to get 10.
No, you're missing the point. I'm not saying combined. It's like when you go in golf, do you think Tiger or the field? That means any other person could lead in sacks. I'm not saying the number.
Oh, and I'm taking R. Mason Thomas. That's a dumb question.
No, it's not. It's not a dumb question.
Yeah, it's a horrible question. If you would have
not.
said combined, that would be the better. That would be the better question.
No.
Yes, it would, Jay.
You're taking
a guy who had 9.5 sacks and thinking that one of these other guys who hasn't played is going to have more than R. Mason Thomas.
I do.
Horrible question, man.
Okay, horrible. I do think that, Jerm. I do think that.
It's a horrible question, Jay.
I think
the better one is R. Mason Thomas 9.5, or the other guys combined 9.5. That's a fair shake.
No, I think Thomas is going to get more double teams. I think he's going to get a lot more guys on him, and I think somebody else may pop off there and lead the team in sacks. I don't think it's that crazy of a take, really. I really don't.
It is an absolute crazy take.
I don't think it is, Jerm.
To think that someone else on this team is going to have 10 sacks by themselves.
Jerm, you don't know that he's going to have 10, first off. That might not lead the team. If you spread it around, you might not have 10.
I'm going based off 9.5 last year.
And that's fair, but to say it's crazy that somebody else might, that's crazy.
In fact, I think it's safe to say this. If R. Mason Thomas isn't up there leading in sacks, I think OU's got issues. I think OU's defense in trouble.
Okay, let me ask you this. How many of his sacks, and this is also kind of where I'm going with this, how many of his sacks last year came and when they had the lead and the other team had to throw? A lot.
A lot.
So I think you could have guys this year in that situation that get sacks.
Yeah, he's probably going to be one of them. You don't double team edge rushers very much when the pressure's – I mean, unless you put a running back there to chip them or something like that, that's not really who you're double teaming a lot. So,
yeah.
Again, I would take the other guys combined to have more than R. Mason Thomas, but I'm taking R. Mason Thomas over the other guys.
Of course you take the combined number, Germ. That's kind of dumb.
Go look at last year. Combine all the edges and have R. Mason Thomas, who had more sacks.
Come on, Germ. I'm talking about all.
No, I'm asking you, Jay.
I'm talking about all defensive linemen. You don't have to be an edge to lead the team in sacks. You could be a middle guy.
I wonder how many this team had last year. That
total sacks. Hunter will look it up. Total sacks.
Total sacks that they had last year. He had 9.5 of them. They probably had 27 or so, you think, on the year, 27 sacks. You think they had that many?
Well, we're getting ready to find out because I know Hunter in 3, 2, 1. Hunter will have that stat very quickly.
Sooner Cowboy thinks Marvin Jones Jr. gets over the 4 he had last year. Yeah, 4 at Florida State he had last year, and people said he didn't do anything.
Austin, great question. Are you saying one play or for a game? Give me the parameters. Give me the parameters on this. One play or the game, the whole game. Give me parameters, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking Baker. 35.
I'm not saying probably 35 sacks for the year last year. Tommy says Baker.
Tommy, yeah, he's different, Jay.
I agree with Kale. Kale's got some good. I agree with this right here.
I think as well, Kale. I think Okoye and Stone are going to emerge this year. The Okoye portal stuff is every week we hear this on here. Mez says R. Mason Thomas. Where was it? R. Mason Thomas, 20-25 sacks. Success depends on OU's offense. Will Ben Arbuckle force opposing offenses to be in more passing situations? R. Mason Thomas eats up quarterbacks in passing situations. Yes, that's true. Plus, I mean, when you get a lead, that's what happens. And David Stone is massive. He's massive. He's massive.
National championship on the line. What quarterback are you taking? I'm taking Baker.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, Stone's at 310 now, I believe.
Let me ask you this. Does OU get over under 35 sacks as a team?
I'm going to say over.
You're looking at 3 a game. 3 a game gets you to 36.
Do you want me to say my reasoning over?
Yes.
I think there's going to have games where they have leads at the end of the game more, and so they can kind of pin their ears back a little bit. I think last year, look at the SEC season. How many? This would be a great stat to look at. How many games in the SEC? Shoot, let's go whole season. Go whole season. How many? Because they trailed to Maine, I believe 7-3. If I'm maybe or 3-0. How many games did they start out with the lead? That would be a great stat to look up. I don't know if somebody can look it up. They didn't lead against Maine at the first. They trailed 3-0, I believe. But you could go down the list.
Jay.
I don't know. Maybe I would. If I had to guess out of the 12 games, I would guess 4.
If I had to say right now, Dalpo is 83. Does PJ boom or bust this season?
I think he.
I'm gonna base that on my prior experience of PJ. I'm gonna say bust, but listen, I will say, just from watching him, I'd like to hear your take as well, Jay. The times he's been in, he's been able to get by his guys but he just has not been able to get to the quarterback quick enough. And for whatever reason, I also thought he'd be better at batting balls down, getting his hands up. To me, if you can't get to the quarterback and you're 6'5", get your hands up and get about 7'2" there and make him throw over and around you, and you can definitely impact the play even if you don't hit the quarterback.
Yeah, I would say, and let me go back to that comment, boom or bust. I'm actually going to throw a word out there for you. It's not going to be a boom or a bust. I'm going to say PJ's going to boost this year. It's an in-betweener. He's going to boost. He's going to have a better year than he's had. He's going to boost up a little bit. He's not going to be bust, and he's not going to have a boom year to go all the way to the top. He's going to boost.
Joe thinks Halton will double his sacks. Guys, it's 20 minutes into this shindig. We're going to open the phone line. So I want to say thanks for joining us tonight on this Sunday night. Phone lines are getting ready to be opened up. Please check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com. You've got 1 day remaining. You got tonight to sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club to guarantee you get the August Shirt of the Month Club that's right there on your screen. Now, you can still sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club next week, but you won't get the August Shirt of the Month Club. You would then get the September one. Sign up tonight, use code SURGE, get 10% off, and guarantee you that shirt there, as well as a welcome shirt for joining the Shirt of the Month Club. Thefanstop.com. Get on there and peruse. I love the word peruse. Peruse around and check out what they have to offer. It's all great stuff. Mez says I'm correct. Hold the edge and bat balls down. Long arms can impact the pocket. Don't run past the quarterback to where they have passing lanes. That has been OU's kryptonite a lot on their defensive side.
How do you spell peruse? Let me see if I can spell peruse.
Go ahead.
And I'm probably going to get this wrong, even though I'm pretty good at spelling, but I don't know this word.
Are you?
I actually am really good at spelling. I would guess P, E. Am I right so far?
Not saying.
Oh, you got to tell me when I'm wrong.
I'm not saying. No, that's not how it works.
P-E-R-U-S-E.
Correct.
Oh, wow. Wow. You still think I'm not good at spelling, huh?
I didn't say that.
I actually won a spelling bee in school, 2nd grade.
Nice job, Jay.
Yeah.
Let's see. OU goes 10-2 or better and makes a playoff run. Mateer goes to the draft. Does OU retain Arbuckle? Yes. We actually talked about this the other night, Kel.
Yeah.
There were people on this show, Jason's one of them, who thinks that if OU's offense is really good, that BV's still not safe. When that you said that, Jay?
What are you talking about?
Let me correct what I said.
Yeah. What you said just then was wrong.
What I was trying to say is
you didn't know what you said.
A couple of nights ago, people implied, actually stated, didn't imply, they stated.
You said Jason implied.
And you agreed with the people that said this.
Okay, I'm waiting to hear what you have.
If teams are coming after Arbuckle to be a head coach after this year, BV still could be in trouble. And I said, no way.
Jeremy,
I don't believe he would be.
Jeremy, I said if other teams come after Arbuckle to be a head coach, does not mean for sure that this team goes 9-3 or 10-2. And I'm right.
That wasn't. It was the question was I said I think it's safe to say BV's safe, and you said no.
Is BV safe at 7-5?
That was no. The question was not 7-5.
Answer the question.
I'll go back and pull it up, Jason. The question was this: if Arbuckle's offered a head coaching job after this year, I said, well, if that's the case, then I would have to say BV is safe.
Based on what?
He's safe, and you disagreed.
Yeah, I do disagree. Based on what, Germ? Tell me.
If people are coming after Ben Arbuckle to be a head football coach,
there's already teams that want him as a head coach.
Who? Name them.
Smaller schools?
Please. You know what I'm talking about, Jay.
No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about, actually.
All right.
This comment, you did this the other night. I don't understand it. Okay. Just because OU's offense, if they go out there and is really good, does not mean that this team's automatically going to be 10-2.
No one said that, so stop saying it. All I said is it's safe to say, if Ben Arbuckle's offered a head coaching job, let's say from a big program, not some small, tiny school.
Now you're changing it. Move the goalpost.
I don't mean big. I'm saying not an Eastern Washington State. Okay? If a team is coming after Ben Arbuckle, it's safe to say OU had a good year this year. It's safe to say BV's safe, Jay.
That means if people
don't agree with that,
I don't. What I'm saying
is the defense isn't as good as you thought they were.
No, what I'm saying is if they're coming after Ben Arbuckle, that means that they had a really good offensive year, probably compared to last year.
Yes, and I think that equals BV's going to be safe.
Yes, it could. Yes, doesn't guarantee.
I think the word I used was it's safe to say. You don't understand. What I look up, you spelled peruse. I give you absolute credit for that. But look up this definition of the phrase safe to say. It means it's not a risk to say BV's going to be the head coach. Let me tell you, okay? That's what it means.
Kale says, I think Arbuckle likely stays at least 2 seasons, but a head coaching offer may make it close. I think he stays too. We've gone down this before too, that, you know what? There are so many coaches that leave really good programs as OCs that go to smaller. I mean, example would be Jeff Levy. I just think there's been other coaches that go to smaller schools and you're like, it's not catapulting you to a big, it's different. A guy named Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning left Georgia as a defensive coordinator. He went to Oregon to be the head coach. He didn't go to Ole Miss, or I guess Ole Miss, but Arkansas to be a head coach. You know what I mean? He went to like a big time school.
And what the fan stop said is, yeah, I mean, if Arbuckle's offered a head coaching job, it means, and I would say it's safe to say OU's record.
See, I disagree. I disagree.
You don't think it's safe to say that?
This is where I disagree.
Is it safe to say it, Jason?
Jeremy?
No, is it safe to say that and assume that?
Jeremy.
No, don't say my name. I know my name. I know who I am. Is it safe to say, is it safe to assume OU's record would be pretty good?
The odds are in your favor, but it doesn't mean that.
That means safe to say. Congratulations. You looked it up.
Jeremy, you're trying to change it to meet your narrative what safe is. Yeah. Okay. I'm going Jason. Okay, go with what fan stop here says. If Arbuckle's offered a head coaching job, that means OU record must be pretty good. I disagree.
He
could be offered a job next year and their record be 7-5. They had a really good offensive year. They lost 3 close games that you thought they might win. They end up 7-5, Jern. That could very well happen with the schedule they have. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong that they could be 7-5. Listen. You are not wrong that OU could be 7-5. You are absolutely wrong to think that this team's going to average 35 points and be 7-5. You're wrong.
And the truth shall set you free. Way to go, Jason.
You're not going to average. If they average 35, they're not 7-5, Jason.
But BV safe.
They averaged 3 points a game last year and almost got 7-5.
BV safe at 7-5, though, according to you. Then
no,
that's
please, dude. If this team averages 35 a game, which would be an improvement, they're not going to be 7-5.
It depends. Do the 35 come in the 4 games where you score 60 points and it makes your average 35? It all depends on a lot of things.
Then change it from average. I'm talking about that's what they're averaging in the SEC.
Oh, 35 in the SEC?
Yes.
If they average 35 in the SEC, they should have a really good year in the SEC.
No, you can't say that. Disagree.
Oh, geez,
they might lose close games. See, same thing. Got
you. Horse 28. Here for 3 years at least. Beating a dead horse here is what we're doing. Jay, in 2024, BB's total defense was ranked 19. OU should repeat that performance. Ben Arbuckle, OU's offense in the top 50. I agree.
And they were 6-6 last year, Jason.
You guys are all missing the point. You're all missing the point.
Okay. What was OU's record last year, Jay?
7-6. 7-5 regular season.
7-5 regular season, lost to Navy.
Correct.
There is zero chance that this offense is much improved.
Zero according to you. So go ahead.
No, I'm speaking in absolutes tonight. The teams they're playing aren't as good as last year, Jay.
Why did I say 7-6?
I don't know. I was wondering that. I was like, where
they have
6-6?
I gave him an extra
That's
win.
why I said 6-6. I got you on that one. Boom. Jeez.
I gave him an extra win.
I even said 6-6 before I asked the question.
I'm still thinking about 7-5 this year.
That's how much credibility you have right now.
Okay, go on to what you were saying.
Jay, let me look up the definition for you. Just the actual definition.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, 6-6 going to the last game. They lost to Navy, 7-6, 6-7. Jeez. You would think, but it doesn't guarantee. I mean, there's no. I don't know how to word this where you guys will understand.
Can you hear me?
But yeah, I can hear. Of course, we can hear you. My ears are ringing.
Safe to say, according to Google, means that you are confident or feel certain that something might happen. So I'm gonna using that definition, Jay. I'm gonna ask you the question again. Here we go. You
No,
ready?
I'm not going down this road again.
I know you're not. You don't want to go down that road because they're gonna step on it like eggshells, and you know you're gonna go down a road that you're gonna be backed into a corner. Okay.
I'm definitely not worried about it.
Fanstop says if he was offered a head coaching job in OU at 7-5, it would be a mid-major, not a Power 4. I don't think he would leave for a mid-major. And I don't even think 7-5 OU is going to get him a job offer.
If their offense is good, it would.
They won't be 7-5. If
you don't know that.
Good.
That's my point. You don't know that, Germ.
Define good. Define good.
7-5 isn't good, Germ.
No, define good offense. I'm here for it. Everyone in the chat and Jason. Everyone in the chat and Jason, I'll say it one more time. Everyone in this chat and Jason, first, everyone in the chat hit the like and check out the fan stop. But right now, you also need to tell me, quote, define what is good offense. I need some numbers. I
don't care about numbers. I don't care about numbers.
Tell me what good offense is, Jason.
I care about in big time games.
Before they type it in the chat and you look at their answers, tell me your thoughts, Jason.
That would mean
you have an opinion.
You'd have to stop talking so I could say my answer, but you don't. So now I'm going to have to read comments. So,
stop speaking.
Germ, a definition of good offense for me is when you're in big time games against good teams, you're still able to move the ball and score. In the fourth quarter, when you need points, you're able to go do it. I don't care what they do against Illinois State. I don't care about other teams. It's in the big time games. You make adjustments in the second half. You need a drive in the fourth quarter to get 7 points, and you're able to do it. I don't care how many points they score against Illinois State or Maine or Temple. I could care less. It's the other stuff that matters to me.
So based on what you just said, OU will have a good offense if they win 13-10 in the SEC, 3 or 4 games. They score at the right time in the fourth quarter, correct? When it matters most.
Yeah.
Correct?
No, not one word came out of my mouth that said 13-10.
You said it all. It doesn't matter how many points you score. It matters when you score them, if it's at the right time.
Of course, you're going to have to score points, Germ.
Okay. I like some of these in here about high percentage scoring efficiency. I think that's scoring at a high percentage. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for.
Kyle, I know they don't play Maine. I was referencing last year.
I think for me, another stat on good offenses is the number of 3 and outs that you have. Like, OU had way too many 3 and outs last year. I mean, far too many. I'd like to. Hey, I don't know if Hunter can find the answer to that. Hunter, give me a thumbs up if you can, because I think that should be the trivia question.
Well, I have a trivia. What's your trivia?
I think that could be another one then.
Well, go for it. What's your trivia? You do know
I'm
the
just
answer?
curious to know how many 3 and outs OU's offense had last year.
Oh, that's. I mean,
why do you want over 60?
Why do you want to ask that as a trivia question?
You think it was over 60?
We don't want to bring up that negative stuff, right?
Do you think it was over 60?
60?
I'm throwing a number out there.
That'd be 3.
You got 12 games. You probably had
no. It wasn't
8 possessions a game.
It wasn't 60. It wasn't 60. I'd say about probably 40 something.
May not be able to ask that trivia because it's not.
But let me get to the real trivia question because I actually know the answer. That's how trivia works. I ask the question, I know the answer, so when you put it out there, I can see if it's right.
Yours are always Googleable.
Let me ask you the actual trivia of the night. We talk about great offenses. Let's just everybody knows. I've said it before in the show. Some of you may agree, some may disagree. 2008 offense, I think it's one of the best offense OU ever had.
Agree.
They went down that stretch and just destroyed people. Here's what I want to know. What opponent did OU score the most points against that year?
2008.
2008. What opponent, and tell me how many points they scored in the game, but who did they score the most points against? Now, Daniel said 67. Wow. You were pretty close, John.
67 3 and outs. That's more than 60.
Daniel, is that accurate? That's crazy.
Jay, they probably only had, you got 12 games. Even if you had 10 possessions a game, I mean, you had 120 possessions. That's probably close to half their possessions or a little under half.
These answers are wrong. 65 is not the right answer, and that's not the right team. There it is. And, of course, who else would it be? 918, 66 points against A&M. Wow, OU took A&M to the woodshed a lot.
Not as many as 77 against A&M that one year.
I know, but I'm ready to play A&M again. Aren't you?
You see the stuff about Johnny Manziel wanting to come back?
To NFL, yeah.
Yeah.
918, the trivia legend. Just put GOAT next to him. I mean, trivia GOAT.
Didn't you email 918 something about trivia?
I did. But
check the email, 918. Check it.
Oh, you had 9 straight 3-and-outs against Texas alone. Wow. That's unbelievable. And Daniel, thanks for looking that up, bud. Appreciate it.
If people are coming after Ben Arbuckle,
here we go
for
again.
A head coaching job, I think it's safe to say BV's job is safe.
I think OU had a good year that way. Yes. I'm just saying doesn't mean that. I'm just saying I think they would.
Safe to say doesn't mean absolute, Jason. You've got to figure that out, man. You've got to understand the meaning of the phrase safe to say, the slang term, man. Yeah, sit back in your non-decorated podcast area when I'm over here upping my game each and every night, trying to do my best for the Surgeaholics each and every night to be the best I can be here and offer the best thing. I go get a fresh cut today, get the side part, trying to make sure I look professional. And there you are with the a green piece of turf behind you, probably dragged it in off of Golf Galaxy's out of the trash bin. Like, come on, step it up, Jason.
Wait. When mine gets done, just wait. You're just gonna look.
You sent me the message last week. It was supposed to arrive a week ago.
Well, I'm waiting on one more item. I'm not doing half of it. I'm doing it where it's all done, buddy. So, hey, Chester Corrections was there for the 66 points. Chuck, I have not watched it yet, but I want to. Braden Willis was awesome at Oklahoma. He's one of my favorite players at Oklahoma, to be honest. He really is. I just think the guy was a true OU guy. So much went down. He could have left. He stayed. He even that first year with BV. I mean, gosh. And you talk about a guy that developed. He got better.
Absolutely. He was great. Jay, he's in the league. Hey, Jay, I do think another guy who was loyal. Now, he's not there this year. I'll be interested to see what he does, but was Jalil Farouk. He went through a lot of turmoil and chaos here and stuck around for the most part. Yeah, I'll be interested to see how good of a year he has.
Maryland, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm interested to see that too. Kind of hard to believe he's still playing college football. I thought he'd been
around a while, Jay. Been around a while.
Yeah. It is safe to say Texas will have 2 losses by the OU Texas game. I don't know if it's safe.
It's not out of the realm of possibility.
It's not out of the realm. I don't think it's safe to say.
I think they split.
Let me ask you this. This has got to be the most hype Texas has got since what year would you say? Ever in your lifetime?
It's been a while, Jay.
Been a while. I wouldn't say ever, but it's been a while. They got a lot of hype, and rightfully so. They made back-to-back playoff appearances. They got good young talent, but they are getting an awful lot of love. So we'll see. 2008, Daniel says, on that Texas team since 2008.
I would say it's safe to say that those 2 games are losable games. I would say it's less safe to say that they're going to lose those 2, but I would say that it's safe to say they're losable. I mean, those are 2 tough road environments to go into. Ohio State, the Horseshoe, and then Florida, the Swamp. I mean, those are difficult places to play.
Where are you at on Florida?
I have not looked at them enough to see their returning starters. I really haven't dove into, their season and look at their schedule. I'm not a believer yet in Florida, but
Lagway's really good. Lagway's really good.
I will say this, Tommy Tough Knuckles. They have had their chances the last 2 years. And the more years that you go, the more consecutive years you go where you have a chance and don't get it done, it becomes more difficult for you. That's the concern. That is the concern if I'm a Texas fan. They've had chances. You can't let those go to waste.
Now, Aaron says Texas has one home game between the weeks of September 27th through November 15th. Wow. Because you got the Red River that's a neutral.
Correct. You probably have a bye week or two.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, though. That's an interesting stat, Aaron.
Downpost, Peyton Manning every single time. Way better than Eli.
And I see Chief said this about Florida. Gonna have to prove it. And then 918 as well. Talented, but they do have a tough schedule. I'm kind of at a wait and see with Florida too. I think they maybe have turned the corner, but I got to see it.
Here's what I would say, and one of the reasons I like Peyton better is I'm a Dallas fan and Eli played for the Giants. But Jay, I think it's easier to what 918 and whoever the other one was that was talking about it on Florida. It is much easier to play well after you start the season poorly. And what I mean is,
when everything's gone and thrown out, you can just
season's over, pressure's off. Let's put some things together, and people start playing better. That is not, to me. Well, I don't think people can say, well, yeah, Florida, they did turn around. They turned their season around last year, but when the pressure's off, it's a little easier to do.
But they had a lot of pressure on Napier, though, too, and they turned it around for him. So, hey, let me ask this before we close now. I think this could be a great kind of ending to the show. You have Pat McAfee on ESPN, okay? And then we all saw was it Fox that brought in Dave Portnoy?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, here's what I'm going to ask you. If you were another station that carries college football, whatever the station that is, who would be the one guy you go after to fill that role as like type of a, maybe it's more of a personality. Who would you go after? I think it's pretty obvious who I knew you knew who I'd go after right now. Shane Gillis. Big Notre Dame fan. He was on game day last year.
I'm still very disappointed that Pollock's not there anymore.
I like Pollock a lot, but I'm talking about more of a personality, not.
Yeah, I could see Shane Gillis. Mash, hit the like as correction says, and I did not see this, Jay. Mash 88 says, look at how the schedules line up before Texas plays Florida. Florida will be the one beat up, not Texas.
Maybe.
I have not looked at it that closely.
Hey, Tone Loke, man, prayers tonight for you. We'll be praying tonight, and I will continue going forward, man. Definitely be praying for you to heal up quickly, all right? And I miss seeing you on here. I really do, Tone Loke. But, yeah, prayers and Surgeaholics, if you're a praying person, lift up Tone Loke there in prayers. Sure you appreciate it.
Kelsey would be good. Kelsey would be good. That's a good one.
Shane Gillis.
Florida plays Miami, LSU, both before Texas. Wow.
So we got Kelsey, we got Shane Gillis. Who else?
Yeah, I'm trying to think who else. I don't know. I'd have to think.
You couldn't get him, and I think he's kind of a personality, but also football guy. Couldn't get him because what he does on Monday night with Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Peyton would be good. I agree that Pat's too much for me, and that's probably ironic coming from me. If Jay would have said that, it'd be fine. When I say it, people are like,
no. Here's what I would say about.
I get it, but
here's what I'll say about Pat McAfee. I like the Pat McAfee show. I think he's great at that. I don't like him on all these other things. I think it's more. It's because I think
manifested.
Well, and it's more for show than it is more where like his show is like he's it's all I like. I think sometimes it gets over the top on some of these other things, but
yeah.
Manning,
hey, another great night at the Sooner Surge. Really do genuinely appreciate you guys joining us, being faithful to our channel. Another way you can be faithful to our channel is hitting the like before you leave. It's not difficult. I mean, we should be able to get 100 likes on here just by you hitting the like. If you want to become a Sooner Surge Unlimited member, you can click on the link in the description. It's $4.99 a month. It's one energy drink, one Starbucks drink a month, and you will get a link to our Discord. It's going to be ramping up, I'm sure, as season gets here. Right now, it's all NBA chat.
It's all LeBron and Michael, MJ.
But join up on the Discord. Love to have you there. Again, you need to be a Sooner Surge Unlimited member and then email us at soonersurgepod@gmail.com. Hit the like before you leave. It's a new week tomorrow, another week closer to OU versus Illinois State on August 30th. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a marvelous Monday, Sooner Nation.